Happy Easter, everybody. Forgot that was a thing. Hello, don't forget to grab the newest version of Duke Four Corners before playing. Audio test anyways. So while I do that, I'll... Okay, so for anybody following along at home, in the link to my description is the map we're going to be playing today. There's an update. My little intro. So for anybody who is new to my channel, welcome. Technically Zykov, you're here. Not chat. I do know you need levels, so very fun. We've also made a couple levels that we played before, but we do. Oh. Yeah. We do a little bit of a 2-4. We play a little bit of Duke Nukem 3D or whatever build engine games we're playing, but you know, right now we've been just doing some Duke Nukem 3D, and then we do a little bit of level editing of our own as I try to grapple and learn Mapster 32 myself. Something I've always wanted to do ever since I was growing up. Always wanted to, in theory, make games, but then you realize how hard games are to make. But levels, I could probably do that for Duke Nukem 3D. Or is what I thought as a wee child. So here we are trying to do that same thing. But today's going to be a little bit different here. I'll give you some better visuals to look at in a minute. But sidetracked it with this little new update here. Am I living it? Strat files. What day am I living in? 105. Where's this one? Here it is. Nope. Oh, click the wrong button. Click the wrong button. So sorry, guys. Memories. Okay, cool. All right. Got everything situated, so I'm going to give you guys a better visual, just so I can give you a run-in of what this channel is really about, what the purpose of it is here when we get out of this stream. So this is the Mapster 32 level editor. So for anybody new to the channel, this is the level editor that Duke Nukem 3D uses, and that the map that we're playing today was built on, as well as all the other ones we played on the channel, which is also what I'm trying to learn how to use myself. So this is our stream map. So essentially every week we do start to work on a little bit of this specific map a week, and we're building a kind of like a 90s mall is what we're aiming for. So we've been working on it maybe like an hour or two every week, and as I kind of learn the editor, I have been playing with the editor before, so I have done other things. I've just never really finished or made a level, so I'm still understanding the basics of it. So we start working on this little area. We have this is where Duke pops out because the mall is closed. Start working on some little stores, fleshing it out. We have a basic plot or idea now of what we're going to do, so you can go past streams to figure out what that plot is. But I'll reiterate it all a little bit later too. I just want to give you guys a little intro, and then we're starting working on this. If people are familiar with like outdoor stores, kind of like an outdoor stores that has like an inside section as well, where you're gonna get. So we're working on that with some tricks. So for example, we know we want Duke to get trapped in here. Well, how are we going to do that, right? So, well, if he gets stuck, we're thinking, will he teleport into a copy of the same room that we're in, so we can kind of make a diorama? This will make no sense if you're not thinking about this from like an editing point of perspective, and you're just if I explain this after you see the finished product when it's done, or if you are following along with how we're building, it'll be like, okay, I get what he's talking about in terms of engine limitations. So that's kind of what we're doing. So normally we would start off with a little bit of mapping. We didn't do that last week, and we're not going to do that again this week either. We're actually going to go right into the Let's Play this week, just because it is Easter. So I actually have a little bit less time today than I anticipated, just due to a family dinner. So we're going to do the Let's Play so I don't have to get cut off in the middle of the map. And then we're going to go into level editing as well. But normally I would also play some other maps or do a longer level editing session. So we might not get as much level editing. I still think maybe an hour or two if we're lucky. I don't know how long this map's going to be. But I'm going to actually come back tomorrow for specifically level editing only, because I was working on an idea yesterday unrelated to the map. Well, actually it is related. I wanted to do some tests for this, but I don't want to work on this map out of stream. So I started working on a little house, which I was hoping to have more done to show you, but then I forgot I had to fill out this huge important document right after I started getting some work done on this, and that took me so long to do that I did get it tonight. So we're working on a little house here. This is my experiment out of stream, and it's to play with some sector over sector stuff, where conceptually, if you don't see a sector, it can exist in the same space. So maybe it's because I also like the concept of my house, but my idea was sitting there, I'm like, oh, well, in theory, doesn't that mean if I go into one room here, and like this is my kitchen area, this is going to be the dining room, for example. It's not going to be super detailed. It's going to just vaguely resemble the areas that you would go into a house, because that's not the real purpose of it. It's not really meant to be a map. It's just to see how we can break the engine a little bit. So my thought is, okay, so if you just don't have to see the same sector, then in theory I can just loop around and kind of spiral out and build different versions of this house as you kind of spiral in a circle. And if you don't pay attention, how long before you realize you're in a different version of that house? Obviously a little My House inspired, but not because I'm trying to recreate that per se, but because I just want to play with engine limitations, and I figure if I focus in on just a singular house, it might be easier to pull off. But yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. I think tomorrow as well is this experiment, but today we'll go back to our original idea and start working on that mall a little bit more. So you get a double stream this weekend. But I want to switch over to the ReadMe for everybody here. We'll get our introductions over. Okay. There's the ReadMe for Memories. It's today's map, which is by Zykov Eddy. So Zykov Eddy, actually, you know what? Maybe we'll go to his the website here. So we all have a frame of reference. Yes, I do. But no, don't have super changes. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't. What's up? Cool. So this is Zykov Eddy's little blogspot page. Actually, make it a little bit bigger. So you can get a kind of a refresher of what other work we've done here. Oh, here it comes. Where's that stuff right? So I do know the mall one I really want to play. I think what I might do one day is I might play the actual one off stream myself with the actual music, because he did release this MIDI version. And I've never played it, but I do like the wall. So, and then of course for me it's the Dream trilogy. I should say Dream 1 specifically, because that was one of the first maps that I recall ever playing, like user maps, and then it did something quite different. That's kind of a lie, because I did play Duke Zone, so I mean one I sought after myself and downloaded, because up until that point it was always just maps I got on compilations. Played or heard of Area 51, but the big one for me is always going to be Dream, specifically Dream 1. And I had a slightly sour experience with a third Dream episode, but I think that's because I was playing a completely borked version of it. My version was completely broken, and it tainted my experience. Anyways, that's his website. There's some good classic levels, and I don't know how long he's been away from this. Maybe it'll mention here. So the level takes inspiration from the classic Duke 3D maps. I was feeling very nostalgic lately. And this level is very much inspired by that distinct feeling. It features some cool places, such as an Irish pub and pharmacy, which are done in lo-fi, old-school 90s style. I think this style of mapping is very innocent and pure in its nature. Some of the areas are sampled from original 3D maps. To make it more interesting, I added some new graphics and gameplay, play items, which spice up the action somewhat. The level is pretty short, but I hope you'll get a kick from some of these gimmicks, especially the new bonus backpack, which gives you random items that you might need to finish the map. Latest Duke acquired. Let's rock is recommended for the first playthrough. I always just default to come get some, and if I regret that decision, I'll regret it later. This map can be challenging. Do multiple saves or you won't get far. So it does have new everything, new art, new music, new sound, new cons. 2 months, so it'll put everything that I've done to shame. A mix of original areas and locations sampled from the original Duke. And it's called Memories, so I wonder how much of this is actually going to be playing into that idea. And I'm not trying to go into it with too much ideas, especially considering this was like quite a time away from the level editor for Duke 3D. Just a second. I'm going to quickly move over because I had to download a new version of eDuke for this. So I want to move over my little add-on here. My key cards. This one. The pointless document I made. I think it's this one. Copy this. And hopefully this is all it is. If I remember correctly. I don't know if this will work actually with the custom stuff. I did a little test of this map and I loaded the wrong version and had all broken graphics for the intro. I didn't play this map, like I only played the first like 30 seconds or so for screenshot purposes for the thumbnail. But so let me get switched over here. Because of the past maps he's made, when I loaded up and had all these broken textures and things, like there was just floating letters everywhere because it just wasn't loading assets properly. I was sitting there, I'm like, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to look, if it's intentionally supposed to look broken and janky right now. And so I was questioning myself. And it's not like I really had anything to compare it to because I've never played it before. That was the story of how we almost played a broken version of this map because I loaded it incorrectly. But thankfully I did test it before. My little display set up here with my HUD. Won't crosshair just because I was taking some screenshots. Game messages on. You want my stats on. Emote. I don't think I was playing with anything else. But yeah, without further ado, we'll do the Let's Play. I can hear the music, etc., but it's just a ReadMe file on screen. Yeah, that's because I was just switching screens. Yeah. By the way, I keep thinking about adding chat to the actual video so you kind of know exactly when things are lining up, chat versus me noticing it, other than me just telling you. But I don't know. I'm always mixed on having like chat floating on screen as a viewer, so I don't know others. That was just my little background music, my smooth jazz from Time to Kill for you. Like that. Okay, let's go. We're gonna do Come Get Some. I know it said let's rock. Someone's gonna judge me harshly if I don't try Come Get Some. So, if the music's wrong, let me know. I feel, because I don't know if we're supposed to be playing this one. Got everything situated here. 6 secrets. I think I put 5. Sec, I have a little tracker here that I'm building. Just make sure I put them. You change the secrets in your latest update? I put 5 in my last one. Oh, never mind. I can't update my thing right now. I'm on a phone most of the time. I want to see the gameplay as much as possible, right? So that's how I view it. But even if it was in the little corner, had the advantage of buying, being in 4.3, I would stream some place and chat. And that's what I was thinking, because when I've been going back and taking my screenshots of levels. Oh, okay. It's like the gift boxes from Nuclear Winter. I've only played a little bit of that. What was I saying? Oh, when I'm going back and taking screenshots now for my archives, when I'm building out my little hard drive for backups and stuff, I've been retaking them in 4x3 because I want the HUD, the old school HUD for some reason in the screenshots, especially because some of the TCs change it up. So I think that's a cool thing to capture. And that made me think, I'm like, well, I also probably get better performance in some maps. So maybe I should play in 4x3. But is that too old for new people? I don't know. No? Got a blue key card here. Can this open? Oh, if I can break that. I thought I saw like a little sparkle there, and I was like, oh, is that something? It feels very classic with the scaling. I'm not one of those people that scale like improper, where things are oversized, bothers me when playing maps. But when I'm building maps, it bothers me. Kind of weird. I wish I could let it slide more. I like the jumping in and out of buildings. I always thought that was a neat aspect for Duke. Always liked that. Which is probably fine. Right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a difference if you're maybe, I don't know. I guess it's just different goals, what you're gonna do. I wish I could really go drink the beer. Need to use the beer goggles. Oh, I do like this little pub. Very nice. Oh, you can put one underneath. That's okay though. You don't need. Actually, wait. Bigger. In games like Duke, a slight oversizing is adjustable for gameplay reasons, and is. I do agree that like the worst thing I would want is something that looks more accurate, but I'm constantly getting stuck in the geometry, or I'm just looping and jumping off everything too. Especially as somebody who does play with red mode off like 90% of the time, you're constantly like jumping over things just because he's launching in the air the way it auto runs up stuff. So I do agree. So we're gonna have to go in there. Back room here. By the way, usually I'm not lost when I'm wandering around. I'm kind of looking around, looking at the details. Maybe considering where we're using stock assets, like why did we use that choice there? There's never a right or wrong, but it's more of an inspirational thing for me, where I want to see how others created their spaghetti, so I can make a better spaghetti of my own. Or pizza. Watched. Leaky guard. I don't know why it's still duck. I feel like it makes myself a smaller target. I don't want to use this med kit yet. I'm going to be a little cheap. And drink from the nectar of the gods here. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. I'm okay with both approaches. Somebody wants to go wild and make a super detailed thing, but the purpose of the creation is just to see what they can make it that's super detailed. All for it. Like, go right ahead. But you might not necessarily make a fun game part of that level, if that's what you're trying to do. But you might. I'm actually shocked how different so many levels still manage to look, like aesthetically, considering how many maps we play that are using just stock assets. And some of which, not even Atomic Edition, they're using the old school 1.3D release stuff, so... Obviously this does have some custom ones, but even then. There was a map we played that upped the health that you get from drinking. Or I think it maybe was the speed at which Duke drunk. And I think there was one that did the opposite, lowered it from made it slower. This is not the ideal way to play, mind you. But I do always like that this was an option. As a last ditch, like an emergency situation, you may be screwed up a little bit. You botched your save, you're low on ammo, well at least you could always try to find some health. That's where I pressed use on that too. But not a secret. Not a secret. Okay. I'll remember that. Now you got me second guessing myself. Let's save. I'm not going to grab the blue key card yet. I'm gonna just... Oh, well, I guess there's not much to look around. I was like, I'm gonna look around first. There's nowhere else to go. No lip there for me to jump on. Cool. I'm assuming maybe that opened the pharmacy. This is connected. I wonder if this like would blow up and connect, or it's just... I like that little little backdrop here. I don't know if we're gonna go there, but still, it's a nice little... In terms of sizing, and is there any guidelines out there for making that work? I know there's a tile that shows you the height, etc., but someone kind of, sorta, like it's always going to be subjective. So there's, I think, sometimes they use the thing called pips in the Info Suite guide. I just say they're pixel heights or buttons that are page up, page down when you're designing stuff. I know there's like certain universals in terms of the height Duke can jump, where like if you're jumping and you don't want Duke to be able to jump over something, it needs to be a certain height high. I know it's like page up like 4 times or something. Something like that. Same thing when crouching, how we could fit. It has to be 40 units wide to fit into, to go through a hallway. So if it's like 33, he can't fit, Duke can't fit through it. So there's certain aspects like that that are kind of important. But other than that, where it's like, oh, if you want a chair to look more like a chair and be proper scale in the world, no, because even if I change, I'm going to do this for an example. I'm going to change renderers here. So right now we're using Polymost, which is true. Is it true 3D? Would you call that? It fixes the perspective, so when you look up and down, it's not so skewed. But if I change this, it might not be as apparent in this newer version of eDuke, but on the older ones, it was very, very apparent. If I change, oh yeah, it's not as apparent this one. But if I go to Classic, sometimes the scale would now be completely different, where things would look bigger. Like, to me, this is a little bit wider now. And if I do polymer, it's completely different. So you kind of have to just play with it. Yeah, you develop your own style of how you want to do it. So there's certain people that I know, they don't care about like making super detailed, more realistic environments. Everything's blocky in interpretation, where it's like, yeah, you know that's a chair. You're okay with that. And it works for them. And that style that they're building. So there's no right and wrong, just differences. Okay, so the blue key card is in here. I mean, door. Still wonder if that's going to be a thing. That's just meant to be a painting here. I even knew that was going to happen. We could jump out here to get the red key card. We're not going to do that yet.
Where is it?
I'm not sure what kind of secrets we kind of have in this one, considering that Hollow Duke was not a secret. So there's certain things that throw me off, like this has like a little lip in here. Why add that detail? You know? Looking through all the maps, it's really impressive. Using polymer anymore? Yes, some people do use polymer. So we play Toilet Duck 64. He is a level editor, like a map author that is, I don't want to say recreating, but he takes inspiration from Super Mario 64 levels, and he makes Duke Nukem 3D levels based on those stages. And his levels are always recommended to play using polymer. In fact, some of the levels that we played of his actually require polymer, because when you have the shrink ray, it has a glow that lights up the environment, and you kind of need it to use it as a flashlight while you're traveling through this dark underwater area. So yeah, some people still do use polymer. It's just, I don't want to say harder. It's just, I think it's not always as easy to sell the lighting with polymer, but I also don't fully know how it functions. Okay, so I guess we have no choice but to get that right. Just second guessing myself. It's gonna go in. And I think for polymer, if you actually make a map really for polymer, using those lighting effects appropriately, I think polymer can look really good. It's just, it's so easy to make it look bad or cheap if you kind of half-ass it. And that's part of the issue I have with maybe the World Tour style of rendering, which is polymer-esque in my way, is a lot of the retrofits they did to the old maps. It just didn't make sense. Begins with the Switch game. For me to Duke mapping for Blood, I tended to build things the way too big as scale, way larger Blood. It's so weird, I didn't know that. I wonder why it's so different considering it's the same engine. But I don't know if like I imported a Shadow map, Warrior map into Duke somehow, if I had that ability to downgrade it in a way. Would that scale be completely off too? Oh. Classic, just having that.
Where is it?
Real nice. I would put like a secret right there. Well, I wouldn't. I'd say I'd have to, but I just... If it's a short map and we don't have one secret yet. Dukelos. Now for you, why would you prefer polymer? I don't. I just been using polymos because that's what's on by default. But if you know that, you could build around it in theory. I thought I grabbed the yellow key card. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I don't have my yeah, my little add-on's not working. Otherwise, you'd be able to see the key cards on my minimized HUD. So, keep that in mind. I have issues when CK3D says, yeah, short map, and I don't know if that means I should read it sarcastically or not. Maybe this is all malarkey. This is all lying. Like, could I blow this up? There's something already happening here, because this is weird looking. Like on the map, is that like a? It's not just simple. We just put some like sprites there. There's something else happening here. Polymer has limited draw distance. Couldn't you just put? Is that just something you can't do in Polymost? I like this right here, this darkness. I don't know why, that's just so effective. I'm getting all paranoid after dimension shift. I think it's gonna just warp me somewhere else.
Fool. Come get some.
See what's happening. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's clever. I don't know if I want to spoil one thing that I spoiled. I don't want to say it's a spoiler because it might not have been in this, but when I opened the game to test it and I loaded the map, so I accidentally loaded the map, not the bat file originally. So when you do that, it doesn't load the cons, the GRPs, and like it's all broken. And it showed me a weird looking tree that I'm like, when I looked at it, I'm like, man, that looks like a weird tree I'd see in Rayman, which might have no relation to Rayman. Can't open up my map here. I can't open my map here, and it's telling me error. Okay. I see. 60 lost in underground horror. An announcement from the USA government. LA. Wait. Did you place all these by yourself? I just talked about the text feature, so I'm a little worried now that I've seen this. An announcement from the USA government. LA is currently under an invasion by an unforeseen force. Please allow these instructions to stay safe. Stay indoors. Lock all windows and doors. Have access to a loaded, arranged weapon. Stay away from beings that have physical alterations and or cast no shadow. Refrain from any contact and communication with the threat. Stay away from any areas that have physically impossible characteristics. If you see a being that bears a close resemblance to yourself or any of your loved ones, contact police immediately. So be afraid of mirrors is what I'm going to take away from this message. Oh, my HUD's even completely different. There's no crack there anymore. There's the key cards, so we got to go in there. It's different. Pretty, no explosions. Oh. Look how they're just disappearing now. They're kind of like fading away, actually. They're not even just flat out disappearing. There's a bit of a fade effect to that. That's interesting. Interesting. There was... Okay. Okay. Has anyone answered this? The drawer feature, is that because eDuke 32, or is it an exploit of the original engine? Oh, there's now a brick wall there. You can't go back out. I was gonna go back and get that health. I see. Oh. Interesting. I want to save. I want to do another save. I want to do a backup save here. Because I have options now. I go down the hole. Horrible smells coming from the hole. I feel like I need to put something in there. Okay, oh, that's not what I thought was going to happen. I could go to the arcade. Yeah, I think a lot of the source ports that I saw that are not eDuke do have something that would always allow you to still do drawer-ish style effects, like so you could still play maps that use it. But I also haven't used them, but from what brief videos I've seen online, it seems they had some kind of workaround for it. LA is currently under the invasion of an unforeseen... State is the same. same message. Oh, you know, my key cards are working now. Okay. Still does that. We're required. I need to find a quarter. So what would happen if I jump in the hole? Oh, I can't. Okay. Most modern mods using custom code. So do you leave this intentionally in? Or... They like to stare at you through the walls and doors without making any sound. Even though they're perfectly capable of walking through and opening them, they just enjoy taunting you and making you wait for the eventual outcome, even if it is something that takes days. What is happening? My Duke playing is done at work on my phone. Got to work with it that way. Play Troy with original engine tricks. Yeah, there's a lot of cool tricks. Troy just added some extra layers, and I feel every single trick has its own purpose. Huh. Okay, so this was a secret. So it seems the lore is going to be in the secrets. I wonder if they're all going to be secrets in the original. How deep are we going to go? Because technically there's this. Blue pools, green stretched, red underground, yellow voices. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna quickly run to the mouth so I can then focus. Now I'm getting into it. So I'm already pretty. This is already way more than I anticipated, which is kind of strange because again, like I've played Zykov's I've played his other stuff, like or some most of his other stuff, right? So I played the Dream stuff, which does take a turn. So you think I would expect something like that, and I kind of did. I was like, okay, there's going to be some kind of trick, there's going to be some kind of twist. He's obviously added some stuff, but he's saying a short map. He's taken a while away from mapping. For Duke 3D at least, so some things will be rusty. He mentioned that some scaling's going to be off because of that, but like now I know it's all a lie. Well, maybe not all of it, but it just this is already something a little special. Do one for on Billy's Windows eventually. That one I am curious about because I'm going to be honest. I opened up Billy Boy's Lighthouse because he does that little hut in the beginning of it where you can go on the roof, go on outside, go back inside, go underneath, and you can still look out the window. And the problem is when you load it in current Mapster, it's broken, so I can't pick it apart as easily. And that's exactly what I feel like I'm trying to do in my current map, but maybe not. Maybe not. So I wonder how this is going to be. Like maybe this is associating the key cards. So in the original Duke Nukem 3D, if we're playing with the idea of memories, and so far the one secret we have is another secret in the original. It's how we're getting some lore. This was not tagged as a secret in the original Duke Nukem 3D. This was something else. This was for, I think, multiplayer only, just so you could have some items that you don't have access to in the first stage. And so it was never tagged as a secret. I forget what was in here. And then there's one more. I thought it was in here. There's something in the wall. There's like a spot you can blow up. Oh, that's in the secret inside here, which we partially went into. Okay. This was not here, so why did we put that there? I shoot it to get a coin. I'm starting to think meta. Half for the day, I think, is in moving art from one game to another with different palettes. What do I do to update the coloring? That's a bigger question for me. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still in the level editing stage. I know you're going to obviously lose it if it wasn't built with those palettes in mind. I think it would just, I wonder if it would just try to convert it to the palettes it has available. Probably look wonky. How you made make fixtures using sector over sector info suite. Billy's Windows is the same, just one step further. So what would I feed that? Yeah, my usual recommendation is the kind of if you're at the point where you're thinking about moving graphics over and everything, and you first understand the editor you're going to move it to first by building stuff in it, and then grow that knowledge by pulling or creating your own stuff. Otherwise, I think it can be very overwhelming. As someone who's very easily overwhelmed, I never knew this building had an underground section, or at least it appears to have one, judging by the occasional sound of crumbling rocks underneath the floor. Nevertheless, I couldn't find an entrance to the basement. Maybe it's sealed off. I wonder if this is a situation where, like, Duke died in an earthquake. And his perpetual hell is he can't save everybody. Okay. Do we go there, or do we want to try to see what happens if I go back? Seeing that, so that's inside. Lock all windows. Oh, so that we're in the secret area that you can fly into. Oh yeah. If you're not familiar with Zykov's previous work, so we have this. It says blue. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because I don't know if that's important. Blue, red, green, yellow. Maybe it's like the order you're supposed to do things. Zykov Eddy's The Dream. Oh, okay, so that's 0. So green is 0, and this is the order. So the order is blue, red, green, yellow, and we just need to figure out the numbers. So green is whatever that is. Got my little book here. Zykov Eddy's The Dream starts like a regular Duke Nukem map. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was from like I think the 90s, so it's very impressive for its time. So I'm very interested to see this, considering this just came out like a week or so ago. So we have 3 spaces. Blue. I'll make sure I'm not going crazy. Blue, red, green, yellow, and green is 0. Okay. Okay, we've already shifted again, so this is not the same hallway. Oh wait, yes it is. Is that an 8? I'm gonna say that's an 8. I don't think I'm gonna get all the secrets in this one, guys. It might. This is a little less. And now we're in the secret for the second level. Red, not the secret level. You get the yellow card, I think, or something. This is where Duke must die would be here. It's a little bit of. I can see what he means by he's like playing with memories or nostalgia. Like even this, I don't think that is that thick enough. It's thicker than it could fit. No. I crawl up to your window, then open up your room very slow. I walk into your bedroom, then I stare at you from the corner. Uncle Jerry, is that you? And see, there's a sector over sector thing happening here. Like there's a blocking. Let's say sector over sector. Oh, 4. And 1 more. Did this ever move, or is that? Am I thinking the N64 one? No key card in there. I'll make sure there's no letters hiding at the side here. that window is different now. Oh, now I could jump out there if I wanted to, right? Or is that playing because he said I crawl up your window? Oh, I can see the face there. Hopefully that captured it. One. 1408. Oh, we got some Stephen King references here. I wonder if I could shoot that thing, you know? That'd be interesting. Interesting. I wonder if it dies or if it's like an ominous force, you know? It does die. It does die. What did it say gray was? What did it say gray was? I guess we could check if, well, as long as the world hasn't shifted again. What if this changed? Still don't got a quarter, right? So I can't do this. Just so I know what it said. My own self. Write this down. It said blue pools. Green is stretch. Means yet. Red. Underground. Low. Voice. Let me voice my opinion by saying if you haven't already. Red underground. Didn't know if that meant like the enemies change. They're different colors. I don't know if I should check other areas instead of just going the in the predefined way it's trying to point me out. Like, am I rewarded for doing that? Like, is there something maybe in the seats of these? You get the coin. So this is where I feel the mirror is going to come into play because it said don't trust versions of yourself. We're going to create a new one. Oh, and it's gone now because you shifted. on Lent question mark? Question. That means me and mom went to hide in movie theater, but mom ain't mom no more. She has new eyes. She keeps calling to me and asking to look into her new big eyes. She said everything will be all right. Don't worry. Not a thing. Everything. This is too big. So in the original Duke Nukem, this turns and goes up into the movie theater, and that there's a secret in the corner where you can blow it up, but it's not a secret. It's just for multiplayer. So I'm just pointing that out because I don't know how much of that's going to come back into play. So if I'm going by the logic of what's happening, something evil is going to come out. Oh. Oh, I didn't understand what was happening. Oh my god. I thought I'd get away from the mirror. We'll do the exact same thing we did. I'll interact with that. I just don't know if that matters. Oh, I didn't grab the shotgun ammo. I want to grab the shotgun ammo. Oh. I wonder if it matters. Which way? Right here. I wonder how he does this little cutscene thing. Wild. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't. I can't do it. Okay. Archival recording. I need to place an object there. That's a good... Okay, so we still don't have access to the Mapster mapping app. No, we don't have the map. Second, I'm gonna post a quick tweet about this. Oh, that's not what I want. I had to just do a little tweak. This is pretty thing here. Back to the game. Oh, oh, oh. I died. Oh, I didn't even see him coming towards me. I was looking at chat. You guys didn't warn me. Okay, so Duke, that is Evil Duke. Evil Duke can go kill me if he wants. Well, not, I don't, that's not an invitation. I don't want him to. I need this. An entity has been added to the game. I hear him. Okay. Okay, I can't kill him. I can't kill him. Oh, the music changed. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I could probably shrink down there. Pretty good with that. I don't have. I need one more. I think 4. And jump out of there. Wrong way. Okay. All right. All right. I'll go the other way. Can't shoot them. That's intentional. Oh, I like this. That little see-through part. Oh. Would die. Saw it off already. I can understand it from this perspective where we're playing by memories, and this came out in the 90s, and like I remember that was a way you would have to just record stuff too. Like I definitely recorded some Sega Genesis gameplay on a this once. I think it's just a cliche that it has been done poorly so often that that's why the cliche gets kind of burned out after a while. Is people just take what was conceptually a cool, interesting idea, and then they beat it over the head till it dies, and then they take the carcass and they beat everything to death with the carcass as well. But you could still find goodness in there. No, it doesn't. But my family videos that were badly taken care of do. It's that perception of that's what people believe it looks like. You can't jump here. I don't know how to get away from him per se. Can't jump on him. Oh, he fell in the water. That could be a good thing. I need to go over here, I think. Is that sound? Okay, so now I just need to get back to the main room. I want to save now, actually, because I did pretty good. Pretty happy with myself. So there's that. But if I go to the other one, is that open? Interesting. So what if I go through this one? Most feature looks like weird mashup of film scratches with zero regard. It's supposed to be, yeah. A secret place. I was wondering if you could do this. I think this is exactly what I'm thinking about doing, guys. Now, obviously not in a surreal way like this, but floating water where you're not, like, this is a different sector. Key to the Kingdom, 1 of 4. So I got one secret that way. Interesting. Just because it says we're safe, I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look around. A while back, they actually applied a convincing mini DV filter. It's like, I really like this. This is kind of just a neat idea of that. I don't know why. Was there any other sewers that I missed? I'm just thinking if they put secrets in the other ones. I don't think I did, though. Like, the only thing I remember not doing... It did... Connects to nothing. In there. Was a secret in the original game behind this, but I don't think you could access it this way. Didn't go in this room. All right. I'll save here as well. All those memories. Kids, usually with their bloody Sony Views, I was thinking about it. The game, I think. I wanna make sense. Have you visited this place before? Yes. You remember how it felt when you visited for the first time? Yes? Have you heard the voice from above yet? No? Do you think you're still in the Earth realm? Like Mortal Kombat? No. You have ever have suppressed memories? I'm gonna say yes because I don't know what this is. You want the real time, use the real thing the real way? Controlling other beings? Well, I guess I'd say yes because I'm playing a video game. Interesting. I wonder if any of that matters. Do you believe in the new god? What? I'll say no. You met beings that don't cast shadows. Yes? Are you afraid of dying? No, I died before. Sure. Sure. You not want out? I don't. Did I do something wrong with you? Okay, so that's blocked off. We can go in there. I have the gray key. Is that the arcade? Oh. There's still like secrets that I know I'm curious about because it blocked me out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back there. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to have already had these keys. Checking the past areas here. Okay, nothing there, so I guess the only way we can go is in the gray room. I waited. Our flash camcorder should have died sooner and was never had. Well, I guess like parents had. They had those mini DV quarters, is what you're talking about. Those mini cassettes. Me personally, I never got to play. Okay, so now this is. Find 5? Okay, so they can't get killed, and they can probably walk through walls. And go through that one. It's all weirdly distorted. So this is a secret place. Okay, so again, we're using the secrets of the olden maps as the secrets to this maps. Type DN let me see. DN let me see. Yeah. Take this. I got it. Meteor success. Good luck. We're counting on you. No problem, bro. Oh, whoa. Buddy, you can't. Strength and beauty, destined to decay. So cut the rose in full bloom. We're witnessing literal human decay. There's no cosmic. Who am I? Where am I? Who's behind all of this? On Joe. Now follow my instructions. Turn up the volume on your PC, go to YouTube and type sermon recap, then click on it. Enjoy its message. Like now? I'm gonna do that. But did he want me to do it with quotes? Sermon. I don't know if this is the right video. But this is the first thing that comes up when I type sermon recap. So we're gonna wing it, I guess.
How do you like the sermon? Eye-opening, wasn't it? I noticed you weren't singing your hymns. Did you forget? I would advise that you learn those. Speaking of learning, how are your Bible studies? What's your favorite passage? That's not a real passage. You just made that up. I'm gonna have to penalize you for that. With God as my witness, I sentence you to 1 week in the hole.
I just realized you can't see what I'm doing. It's here. I'll go back. So you can kind of have
How'd
an
you
idea
like
what
the
happened. I
sermon?
saw. I'm
Eye-opening,
pretty sure
wasn't
this is it.
I noticed you weren't singing your hymns. Did you forget? I would advise that you learn those.
So I'm gonna write down
Speaking of learning,
the
how are your Bible
actual one
studies?
that is the Bible study, but
What's your favorite passage?
4:8 and 3:8.
That's not a real passage. You just made that up. I'm gonna have to penalize you for that. With God as my witness, I sentence you to 1 week in the hole.
But there was like, I thought there was like text here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, that was an interesting experience. Can I open this? I don't. Know how important that is. But I did get the key. And there's 5 buttons. Man, this mod's doing it's doing a lot more than I anticipated. What is that? Are you bad or evil? I don't know. Yeah, short map. It's the good kind of lie in this case. So I did get the green key. Did I not hit all these? Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, yeah, so I gotta do that. There's Save here. Needs adjustment. So evil god thing. So I wonder what that on Lent, like Lent as in Lent the Easter, like, or whatever that means religiously. Okay, can't kill God. Can't kill God, it seems. And like that's like a jet, but like why? Man, that's kind of hard. Okay. He's traveling through the universe, right? Like, so he can go through scenery I can't. Use D and clipping that. I'm betting if I do that fast enough, that's a secret right there. Otherwise, you're probably gonna have to bypass that section. So we're gonna try to do that. I don't remember the password to that section. Pretty sure it's just actually run faster going diagonal. So maybe we should do that. Oh, I had to do that no matter what. Okay. Save again. So now I have the film reel. Still no quarter. The big hole there. What happens if I fall in the big hole? You're frightened of dying and you're holding on. You're dear demons tearing your life away. But if you've made your peace, then the demons are really angels freeing you from the earth. Yeah, I'm telling you, Duke's dead. Duke's dead. See, there's a secret right here. I don't know if... Rope acquired. He's dead and Randy killed him. This is all secretly super meta for Gearbox buying Duke. Is that what it is? Wild. What if I didn't? What if I just went to the... It probably won't let me, but I'm just curious, like, what happens if I just go to the reel? I also want to do that. So let's save here. I don't know if we're going to get this secret ending, but... Or whatever this is doing here. I can't use a blank reel here, so... Okay. My concern is I'm mixing, like, missing that. Save here. I like how I'm very D-res now. So, I wonder, because there's some health and there's some ammo. Can I? This is interesting effect too. I like this. Okay, so that's not a path that we were supposed to follow. It's just the way... to that secret. I feel like I looped all around though. Did I go back? Buddy, calm down. Buddy. Oh, this is like Blakestone. Gives me Blakestone vibes there. I'm playing the map right now, but took a break to get back to work. By take a break, you mean aiming to visit someone else? Also going crazy playing it? kind of screwed up there. Oh. I don't know if I have enough, It's a different kind of break, though, you know? I don't know if I have enough health for this, but I also don't think there is any more health. Yeah, that's closed up already. So what if I go back? Like, we already know we can go forward. Go back, okay. And I bet if I looped around, I could get back to the original version. Like, if I went this way, maybe. Oh, now I can't. No, it's already teleported me away. Okay. Cool, so I'm already in a different part. Or it's just blocked off something? I don't know how it's working this yet. I definitely could see they're doing some sector over sector stuff someplace when I did have access to the map in the beginning. They've saved at the wrong part or something like that. Yeah, at least they go down in one hit. It's just, you need to know that they're coming for you. Oh, actual work. Yeah. Save here. So I just got the red key, which was in the underground. Green key was in the stretch world. Pools was the blue. So yellow is going to be in the voice. That's what that article was trying to tell me. It was trying to give me a hint at when we get these special keys. So I don't know the voice area. This is saying this is the underground, which makes sense because we fell into that hole. So the voice... could be God. So I'm not going to go down yet. That's the way we go. Do I want to follow the red evil footsteps? There's something there. Did you see that? Load that back up and look. Yeah, see there's a face there for half a second. That's cool. I wonder if it's just like raising and lowering, like that trick that CK3D used in that in the map with the where you're getting kind of followed by that. Is that the Overlord? When that shoots rock, is that what it's called? I like that map. That was a cool version of showing what you can something stalking you. I'm assuming something's trying to kill me right now, but I just don't know what it is. You know, I was thinking some months ago about a horror map with a deformed face, Berserk Battlelord, and I'm almost sure this map has it. It might. There's been a few deformed faces so far, including deformed face Duke. I can kind of see them coming a little bit. I look really hard. I don't know if I want to hit the switch yet. News code, new actors all over. So probably is mostly new code. I swear. Yeah. But there is some stuff that is very much like entrenched in traditional techniques. I thought I got them all. The world you're currently in is dying. A while now. Wasted lives and spirits roam free. Interesting. Maybe this will be super Duke-ish though, and it's like, okay, yeah, Duke did die, but he's like trying to come back from death because he's like, I still got a job to do. I just want to see what happens if I go back. We have 2 more secrets, but I think we, yeah, it's a dead end now. But other than the major one, explores these themes. No, it's definitely not. Blend of every hip thing at the moment. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes it's like, because even for My House, right? So after I played My House, I thought that was such a cool, interesting thing that I wanted more of it, just because I thought you could do so much with the concept, which unfortunately is how trend setting gets, right? And that's how you can jump on a bandwagon and then just overflood the market with something that it doesn't gel, but at the same time, that's also the perfect time to release something like that. And for some people, that might just be the inspiration where it's like, oh crap, I conceptually never even thought about something like that. Now that I know that that's something that somebody did and it's possible, I have an actual idea that I could use to expand on that. So there's always going to be a balancing act between, is it just like you saw some inspiration in something else and so you wanted to go create that thing as well, or something inspired by that thing, or is it you're actually following a trend? It's not like this has a lot of work on it. Looking for a new classic map. What is this? And at least in my mind, Zykov does have some kind of skin in this game, because I do feel The Dream was a very, for its time, unless there's other levels like it, a very new way of already doing this idea, right? This is just, to me, him taking what he learned and then saying, well, I can do more now. And that's cool. I like that. I'm game for it. Octo Desperado is an amazing name, by the way. And I kind of want to play that just because. Be dope to do with Quake. Yeah, you could definitely do it quick. I find so I'm assuming what's happening here. See, these ones are darker, so they're the ones that are gonna fall. So I have to look for the ones that are lighter. So this one, for example, if I'm right, is safe. That's not safe. So I can walk down this one, no problem. Where am I? 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 Duke Nukem. This is very Demons vibes, or Quest. Was that the map we played where they had those build sculptures of people? 108 entities have been added to the game. I wonder what would happen if I won. What the map was going to be as soon as he made the first post about it, and I didn't. You know? And that's my naivety, is when I saw him open up this and post about it, and I read it, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I expected something different. Like, I did think he was going to play things up a little bit, but because I was reading the description, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's been away from mapping, from the editor for so long, and as far as I know, that's actually what was happening. And I'm like, okay, so this is going to be a little weird, probably, because all of his other stuff is a little weird, but still, yeah, and so for me, it is a complete surprise, but it shouldn't be, because of all of his other stuff I have played. I wonder if this is going to be a situation, if I let them live, it's a different outcome. I figured something was going on as soon as the normal classic level turned up at like 15 megabits. See, I never pay attention to that stuff like that. I'm not ready to do that yet, because I didn't know that was what I was supposed to do. I just don't want to kill these guys. I want to leave them alone. I want to leave all these guys alone. They're my best friends. So we came through here, right? And we have the red key. We're doing pretty good, I feel, for that. I don't know if there's anything in there I want. Like mole weird at this my house. It's really just like very Silent Hilly again, which is what the dream kind of was. Could he have made? I don't want to see. The thing is, I don't really want to critique something like this because this is something that a ton of work has been put into. I think it's doing a really great job, but I also can understand why people are like, oh, it's just a copying something else that's happened. But I also wanted more of that something else. His Slenderman map. He did a Slenderman map. Oh, I tried a few Slenderman stuff once, and it wasn't for me. Okay, so these guys don't even hurt me. So what is up here? Still don't have a quarter. So the voice I'm assuming is this guy. Notice the words I. So now we have the footage. Seemed like just around another alien invasion government. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna reload it. I didn't even know I had the shotgun, and I kind of want to do better there. Then something strange happened. Aliens started to change. It felt like as if they were in huge pain. They seemed just as confused as we are. And same things started happening. Humans as well. I don't know where my wife and daughter are. Weird her eyes. I now really realize that wasn't Lynn anymore. Is that the mother of the daughter? Really streamable. Agree with that. Yeah. So I wonder if there's some of these that wouldn't have shadows, so they'd be like dangerous ones. That'd be an interesting idea. Mouldy Card required. Oh, now we got quarters. I guess even these are changing. I wasn't paying attention to this at all.
I'm Duke Nukem, and I'm coming to get the rest of you alien bastards. Fool. The voice. Come get some.
Got some steroids. The red key card's still there. I wonder if I'm wondering if Hollow Duke is a Hollow Duke for something else. Like, if I can do something else with him. You'll know it right away when they're nearby. You don't even have to see or hear them to realize this. Their presence makes you feel like something is wrong. Space around became completely unnatural. Yeah, there was a bathroom here. So this feels like it did teleport me the exact same map. Maybe it didn't, but the auto map's working again. Getting darker everywhere. Is this the... Go to the pharmacy. What happens if I don't? Hollow Duke not found yet. Oh, yeah, that effect? Yeah, yeah. Interesting. What happens if you can't? Because I'm underwater. Swiss banks. I wonder if there's like a different. See, like, why is this one gone? And it feels like we should be able to get in here. Now, granted, welcome, Music Monster. I wonder if I can outsmart this thing. Like, I wonder if that's... Like, why am I doing this? Now I'm going to just wait for a minute. Because he's real. Like, he's what he's doing is he's coming and interacting with me to kill me. So this is the voice area. So this is where the yellow key is going to be for that special magical key for the special magical area. But give me steroids. Why? Like, if I didn't kill these guys, could I have jumped on their head and jumped up there, you think? Like, this might be all the proper way yet, but, like, maybe we're not missing anything. If I do this... I wonder if when he says, do as you're told because of this, if I can instead break this glass. I don't know why that would matter. Might as well fully heal, right? We're here. I don't know how important that's going to be. I wonder if I engage the Hollow Duke, if that would distract the thing. So I'm going to do that. No, he instantly drains it. So we're going to do what I'm told, I guess. I'm afraid that my secret would have been, like, I had to jump on these guys' heads and jump on top of here, go across over here, and then make a jump over here. Because I don't know how this got burned or why. So it gives me an access card, but does it matter which card I use? Okay, it does. Well, he kind of limits it by having it so, for example, I don't get the key card until he tells me to go somewhere. I don't want to use that yet. So there was some cheats that they implemented into this where it actually did something. So there was one in a secret area we could find, and it led us to some weird video we watched, which was not expected. But I wonder how much more of that is in here, because there is where the reference to Jenny is in the original above the toilet, there is on Lent with question mark written, and I don't know what that means yet. Okay, so far I think I have to do it his way. I can't, unless I cheat, of course. But I'm right now. I'm not cheating for this playthrough unless I see something in the map saying to type something. Then I'll do that. Like if I. So we'll do what we're told. So those little tree things that you saw, that's the things that I mentioned at the beginning of the map. I saw accidentally when I loaded this map incorrectly. They didn't look fully like that. There's a lot of broken stuff and missing features, but yeah, I kind of saw what they looked like. They look better with the actual filters and colors and palettes. Why are we destroying this glass? What is this representing here? Yeah, I know what you want me to do. Did I break this yet? That changed something. What? Now, does that do anything different elsewhere? Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything out there. So we'll do what he's told first. Should we look and then grab the key? Interesting. So I'm wondering if the mirror, like if this blue key card has an effect here. Like, do we use it on here and then we're A-okay? So let's say I do this, and then I listen to what he has to say. I'm not going to save because I'm going to try different combinations. Because again, we still have that secret key to find in this world. And I think we're getting close. Yeah, we're not going to save because I don't know if that was a good thing using that or a bad thing. Yellow is voice, so maybe I do want this one. Ooh, I don't know how I did this. It was Frosty all along. Is this yeah, this is LA Meltdown or Hollywood Holocaust, sorry. In Lego form, which is cool because that's exactly I remember when I had Lego, I would try to recreate stuff from games. Now we got the Lego stuff going on up top. So I'm going to save because now we have that special key. But I wonder what would have been down there, actually, now that I think about it, if I went down that door here. Oh well, we got the key we wanted. Oh, so now I can't jump. So now I can't jump. as I can. Obviously. When it's a little harder to escape them because pull. It's like a little suction effect. It draws you in. I can't jump in still. I'm pretty good, I feel. Gotta conserve my health here. Ooh, that's a tricky one. I was a little tricky boy there. Come on. Cool. It's cool. Cool. Do you really wanna go back? Oh, so now I'm back. We're gonna save. So we still got the key. I just want to see what happens here. We got the moldy key. The moldy key goes here, right? Just want to see if there's anything in these rooms. And I underground. I wonder if this had anything to do with anything. Like, does it change anything, or is it just random philosophical type questions it's asking you? So I'm gonna... I'm assuming that's gonna open and be broken. We're going to watch this, but then we're going to go back because obviously with that crack in there, we can jump through that hole. So I wonder, maybe we'll do that after this. Like maybe we'll have freedom to do that beforehand, but I wonder if it's different or if this is it. Like if you didn't get those keys, this is the ending. Broadcast to raise awareness of a new drug that's currently spreading today. Goes by the name of New God and is distributed in a form of gas contained in orange gas tanks. Interesting. Visions, body mutations, euphoria, memory loss, false memory, anger outbursts. So is it Duke broke the cast canisters in the beginning of Hollywood Holocaust, got infected with this drug, and he actually just murdered a bunch of people. You don't like your hues in color? This is showing me the effect. Little face back there. Of New Gods influences its users, making them believe they're hearing a voice from above, hence its name. Breaking into homes and of unsuspecting owners, presumably under voice's command. Home, please make sure doors and windows are closed. They might show up soon. Well, I wonder if there is different endings. You should now be able to hear them approaching. Your mind will soon be inspected and studied. But there's also people implying that there was an alien invasion. So I wonder if it's like, was there? It's coming towards Duke. I wonder what happens if I look the other way. Now they're all twisted. So I wonder if I go up here. This is still weird. Error. Seeing if anything changed. Never know. Ooh. Can't go back that way. Still feel I could, oh, that's a cool effect right there. Okay, we're gonna go check the thing out first. We're gonna check this out. Oh, we can't. Okay, we gotta put this on. Reminds me of Max Payne? Yeah, definitely Max Payne vibes. Okay, so that opens that. So now we can go back. Oh, we can't. Okay, so no matter what, we have to go do this first before we can do anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go the other way, just to experiment. It's going to eventually tell me I can skip this. Oh, it's not letting me move. Oh, damn. I was thinking maybe it would give us like a special weapon or something. Now I wonder if this coin makes a difference that we found over. So I guess now. Why a car? Guess we can do this to kind of see if there's any. Oh, look, it's kind of teleporting us. No, maybe that's cheating? Do you think that's cheating? Dream on, dream on. This is actually secretly a music video to Aerosmith's Dream on. What it's meant to represent. Picked up on those influences. Short map, God. Obviously it was an intentional misdirection. But but boy. Kind of weird. They're giving me chain gun, but I don't have the chain gun. Something that's to come. That whole sequence was spectacular. The drama happening across the thin catwalks with the Octa chasing you. Yeah, it was a really neat effect, too. Now we got the chain gun. Oh, wow. Really playing with the dimensions of sector over sector here. Oh, so we're playing with stuff that shouldn't exist here. See? That's a different version. But then this connects to the same version? Okay. Oh, I was not expecting that. This way. Interesting. Interesting. Makes me think I tabbed out of the editor while holding down on vertex. That's most definitely the vibe he's trying to go for here. I'm gonna save a new one here. That was a nice little effect there. It's true, yeah. It's a neat little effect, you know. Even though it is the morphing faces and merging things, but again, the idea is playing with a lot of stock assets, mixing up with a little bit of new, but using it to twist it kind of works out well here. Now playing. So now I kind of don't want to break those. Oh, and this is the, yeah, now we're in the second level, right? Light District, but it's trying to look like the... non-red light district. It's trying to look like, the comic place, though, or the porn shop. This was a bathroom, yeah. Oh, and that's the last of the secrets, except for the kingdom thing, which I don't really know what that does yet, but... Just health. Stored in the stuff. These guys are very heavy hitters. Thankfully, they gave us health here. That's pretty refreshing and nice of them. Gotta check my messages. I'm actually on borrowed time now. This map took me way longer than I anticipated. Not that it's a bad thing. Like, it's a really great map. Just, because I already knew I had a shorter day today, so... I want to make sure I can at least get it done. I feel like we're getting close, though. That's okay. I needed a better time. I wonder if I can kill them before they emerge. Oh. Hmm. I don't know if I have enough health for this. Okay, so this is 1996, the release of the original. So now what happens if I go back there? Doesn't look like they take damage at all, so it doesn't look like it would have mattered. Okay, so this is where we might have a cutting off point. So we're going to do memories here. So we have this. We go in this hole, I'm imagining, and this is what we would have done if we didn't get all the secrets. So let's do that first. Well, that's cool. Okay, so that's the traditional ending. I'm going to still go back there because I just want to check out like a couple more little areas here in this fancy area. And then we'll go back. Nature is healing, guys. All right. Now, we'll do this one. Wow, timing. Bride's here for my Easter dinner, so... What's that? I guess I can't see this ending. Ah, here it is. Package has arrived. It's Duke Nukem 3D. Let's go as a child and enjoy this magical time. I don't. myself I can't. Oh, look at that little gnome. I love him.
Isn't it cute? You can win him.
Booting up some Duke Nukem.
Oh, it's the digging one. That's how you get him.
My mom's here. She didn't give me any warning. Not sure they're gonna warn me. It is today. Oh yeah, I thought you said. Yeah. Wow. That was superb. That was a great experience. I think there's still stuff we were missing too. Well, maybe not. Maybe that is the entire experience and it was alluding to more that's possible, but I feel like there's more going on here. So what we're going to do here is, because I do have a family event that for today, is I'm going to split this up. Normally we would do a mapping section. That map took a while to do. And there's still stuff I want to explore in this map in terms of like maybe opening up the letter editor or doing some no clipping. So this is a little bit different, but tomorrow we're going to have, tomorrow we're going to be back at this again, but we're going to be focusing more on mapping tomorrow. So if you came here for the Let's Play, I do appreciate it. Definitely hit that like button. This is a very unique experience, so I'm kind of very glad this was so unexpected for me, which is again shocking that it somehow slipped by my radar that way. I was expecting a traditional level, and it did way more than I anticipated. Very excited. So we're going to take apart this or look at it a little bit tomorrow. I don't have a time or anything scheduled, so it's just going to be random. And then we're going to start working on some level stuff up our own tomorrow. I do have an idea, especially since I wasn't planning on streaming tomorrow originally, but because I had to cut this a little shorter than I normally would, that how I'm going to divide that stream up for mapping purposes, because that's going to be its primary focus tomorrow. So thank you all for joining me. I need to cut it abrupt here because I'd love to discuss this a lot more, but I was expecting somebody to let me know that they were on their way. Instead they're just like, hey, I'm here, parked outside your house, let's go. So that was perfect timing in terms of at least we got to finish the map and see both traditional endings, I should say. Maybe there's more, maybe there's something else behind the scenes here, but either way, perfect experience of what else you can do with build if you want to make untraditional stuff. Obviously a lot of edits there with art and cons, but even with vanilla or just using the editor by itself, there's a lot of cool tricks there we can see. Again, I still think we're missing some stuff. But yeah, we'll check it out tomorrow, but tomorrow's going to be primarily mapping focused. So I do thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have yourselves a good Easter. We'll be back next week, next Saturday at 12 Eastern Standard Time for a traditional mapping stream again. We'll either start with Let's Play or start with mapping, but it's always going to be fun. Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful... Yeah, super interesting. I'm going to discuss it way more tomorrow, or even better, afterwards, what was your favorite part? What was the most interesting part? I'll leave it in the comments in the post stream if you want. Have a lovely, lovely day.